and welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today we're going to talk about Babysitter Wanted on Vudu for free. But before we start that, I just want to put an apology out there for all of my fans. I'm sorry about the lateness of this recording. It has been a week. So, anyway, Babysitter Wanted on Vudu. It is free with commercials, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. As per usual, we're going to talk about the 6 categories of story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and creepiness factor. So let's hop right in. So the movie opens with a pretty brutal murder, or at least an implied brutal murder. Naked girl, not completely naked, guy with a hammer, and then it kind of shows the hammer move, and then it cuts away. So that's the opening. Next scene, we get this girl who's going to college. Her mother is super religious and is super concerned about her going to college, but she manages to allay her mother's fears. She meets a roommate. Her roommate is ridiculously rude for literally no reason. Then she gets a babysitting job in the boonies outside of where this college is, somewhere in California. She's getting stalked by some kind of creepy dude in a hat. So then on the first night of her job, her car won't start. She gets dropped off at the babysitting job to watch this kid. His name is Sam. He's wearing an adorable cowboy outfit. And literally the only thing Sam says throughout this entire movie is, hungry. Which, probably could have given him a little bit more dialogue, but whatever. Anyway, he's got, quote-unquote, a special diet that is inside of the refrigerator. And it is some sort of super rare meat. And then there's a twist, and that's pretty much the whole movie. I don't want to give you guys the twist because I don't want to ruin the movie. So for the story, it's actually not bad. It's pretty well done. It gets a little, I'll get into it, but it gets a little weird after the twist. But I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 for the story. The acting is good and believable. It's not super special, but it's not horrible. So I went ahead and gave it a 3.5 because there's no, besides the kid just saying, hungry, most of the lines are pretty well done. And the dad of the kid I thought was super well done. Very Bruce Campbell feel of like Bruce Campbell in Ash vs. the Evil Dead sort of thing, or Army of Darkness. So I enjoyed it. 3.5 out of 5. Music is generic, but it does the job. 3 out of 5. The atmosphere. So it starts out fairly creepy. You're on the edge of your seat. You feel your heart beat a little bit. Then they have the big reveal, and then it goes from kind of creepy, scary to dark humor, and then it swings back to dark and drops the humor. So let's go with a 3 out of 5 on atmosphere. The look is where this movie kind of takes a drop off. So there's not a lot of like special effects or monsters or anything along those lines. There is one character who has devil horns that the only way I can describe them is silly. Like, they're just silly little horns. The violent scenes are badly shot, and the blood splatter is super fake looking. Like, some character gets their neck slit, and it just is so fake. Just not believable at all. So 2 out of 5 for the look. And then creepiness factor. The kid is creepy. I honestly feel like the hungry that they have him say throughout the movie actually makes him a little creepy. He is like stiff, but not like bad acting stiff. Just a stiff. His character is supposed to be stiff. There's a scene where he is like hiding, and his laughter is like echoing throughout the house, and it's pretty creepy. The stalker guy is weird looking, and really scarred up. But then, and like I said earlier, like with the atmosphere, right? It starts out fairly creepy, but then that creepiness drops off real hard. And even though it goes back dark after it shifts into this kind of dark humor, it really never picks back up the creepiness. After about the midway point to the movie, you're just kind of into the story more than the fear factor of the movie. So for creepiness, 2 out of 5, which gives me a grand total of 3 out of 5 skulls for Babysitter Wanted on Vudu. Some nice little tidbits on this movie because I felt like looking some information up. The woman who plays the main character is supposed to be 18 years old. The actress who played her, 29, when she took on the role, and she actually makes a pretty believable 18-year-old, so you gotta give them credit for that in the acting category. You may recognize a few of the actors in this movie. This movie stars a character or an actor named Bill Moseley, who plays the town sheriff. He was Luigi Largo in Repo the Genetic Opera. And then another guy in this movie named Bruce Thomas, who you may recognize as the UPS guy from Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2. So, all-star cast in Babysitters Wanted on Vudu for free. I recommend you check it out.